hope everybody's having a great day. I know there's sometimes a bit of a delay when I start reading or I start a live, so I had to repeat myself. Today is my last day of the trip, so I'm gonna be leaving soon. Gotta go to the airport, but I just wanted to do energy check-in today. I'm trying to do a live every day since I've been here, and I find it so convenient to do. Yesterday I went to my concert, the concert I've been wanting to see, and yeah, it was awesome. Awesome. I recorded as much as I could because I just had a great trip. I can't really say where I'm at now because of privacy reasons, but once I back home, I can say where I was. But let's see what the current energy is for today, March 11th, 2026. And this reading is timeless. It could be whenever you happen to come across this live on the replay. So let's see. All right, what does the collective need to know, Spirit, Angels, Guides? What does the collective need to know at this time for the highest and greatest good? You have pets, dog, cat, animal friends. So these, for me, this is the loyalty card. Some of you may have a pet. I see there's a sunrise on the horizon. Also, there may be something. This is like some of you, your pet might be passing away. Like they're probably reaching the end of their life. And if that's the case, I'm sorry for that. I know pets can be like children to people. So let me see something. Okay. So let's see what else comes out. So there's nobody here, so it's gonna make it easy for me to do this reading. Pet and finances. So some money problem, work, success, fortune, madness, unspeakable, ancient, chaos. Okay, that's interesting energy. I wonder if they're all the same. This seems different for some reason. So far we have the pet card, dog, cat, animal friends. Then we have finances, money problems, work, success, fortune, and then madness with unspeakable, ancients, and chaos. And at the bottom of the deck we have mirror, reflection, reference, distinguish, appearance. It's like once I started reading that, the card at the bottom of the deck, what came to my mind is some of you may be trying to discern if some financial situation is something that you can rely on, because for the pet card for me is the loyalty card, you know. And the reason why I say this is because dogs, they say dogs are a loyal best friend. Cats are very independent. They could go with or without us, you know. But I wonder if some of you may be questioning someone's loyalty, if this is someone that you can trust. With the madness card, but this, with the money, it could be somebody at work. It doesn't have to be about money. It could just be about work. I don't know. Some of you may be, okay, not that I'm saying that. Some of you may be reflecting on something or someone that may be at work that you may not trust. You may be questioning their loyalty, their honesty, their integrity. Because there may be something going on, something chaotic. There may be something going on where, it made me think, like, is this the type of person that would throw you under the bus? you know. Hi, Malihate, how are you? So it seems like some of you may be questioning if someone at work is trustworthy or not. Something may be happening where this person may do or say something where they kind of throw you under the bus. Like they try to blame you for it. That's what I'm getting just from those 3 cards. And it's so weird. And it's just because I read the mirror card. It just triggered all of that. Hi, how are you, Tarot Journey? This is very interesting. I think I have to see what else comes out. I feel like that mirror card is important. You're like distinguishing the difference between the people that you can trust and the people that you need to keep at an arm's, like keep a boundary or distance from. I feel like it has to do with work. I think some of you may be looking back on someone specific, and then you're like seeing all the signs. You're seeing like these different things, these behaviors, mannerisms that this person may have expressed or exposed within themselves. That's like you're like looking at them and you're like, there's something suspicious about you. This could be somebody that is the type that, it's funny because, yeah, this is someone that you know, sometimes at work you have people that are just troublemakers. They have nothing better to do than to cause trouble, create chaos. Hi, Malihate. I'm not answering any questions. This is just a current energy check-in. Okay, but I thank you for stopping by. I want to go into tarot for this because it's interesting. Let's see what comes out with tarot. Okay, what can you tell me about the pet card? Animals, friends, dog, cat, loyal friends. The Wheel of Fortune came out in the reverse. Yeah, somebody maybe more. Yeah. I wonder if it's a friend that may be disloyal, maybe trying to cause there to be some sort of imbalance, trying to keep you stagnant in some way with the 2 of Cups, because it could be a relationship too. But at first, I'm not getting love. This isn't a love situation. I said imbalance. Somebody's trying, look, look, the Justice card came out. And then the Emperor, it could be a boss. Sometimes some of us have crazy ass bosses. Cause some sort of disappointment. Because we have the 10 of Pentacles. It could be disappointment when it comes to like some sort of issue with money, because the Finances card came out. So this could be about like maybe somebody promised something and is not fulfilling their end of the bargain. So some of you may be wanting to separate, isolate yourself from this person or the situation itself to reflect on what it is that you truly want, since it seems to be lacking in this situation, if it is a work situation, you know, with the 5 of Pentacles, the Hermit. Yeah, it's like someone's not living up to their part of the bargain. You know, you did your part, but you want the other half of the 10 of Pentacles because you've already put in your part. But it seems like some of you are not happy because, or disappointed because of some sort of injustice with the Wheel of Fortune, some imbalance. I don't know if somebody made a promise. Look at that, the 3 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. It caused some sort of disappointment. Excuse me, my stomach is true. Yeah, it's probably kept you in your head, trapped in your head. Maybe even thinking about what decisions you want to make, what your options are. What your options are in this situation, because it seems like somebody was not living up to their end of the bargain. I don't know what the Madness card is. Maybe somebody If this is a boss, because we did see the Emperor card coming out, the boss said they were going to do something. Oh yeah, I'm going to give you the promotion. I'm going to give you the raise. I'm going to give you this. I'm going to give you that. And then it gets to that point where it's like, where is this stuff? You know, I've been putting in the work. I've been putting in the effort. And I'm not seeing any luck or change in the situation, you know. There are no 10 of Pentacles for me. I put in my half. And all that's left is disappointment, sadness, grief. Yeah. Some of you may be putting up some sort of boundaries, especially if this situation has been a burden to you with the 10 of Wands. Some of you may be even packing up, deciding to go a different way, and then this work situation, because you're seeing that it's toxic. Yeah. You want to move away from the toxicity with the Six of Swords and the Devil card. Go towards something where there's collaboration, you know, teamwork. Yeah, look at the end. The World card is the end of a cycle. And the Page of Pentacles, starting something new, going somewhere new. That's interesting. So some of you, that may be resonating. Somebody promised something, they're not fulfilling their end of the bargain, and now you're reflecting on, you know, the situation and seeing that, you know, it's looking like it's a situation that you need to move away from, but it's looking more like it has to do with work. It's not a love situation. I'm not seeing love in this reading. Okay, so I'm going to put those cards back. So that's with the Revealing the Truth deck. Okay, so I'm going to do love right now. Let me see something. What time is it? Okay. I'll fix these cards. Let's see. Let me see something. If you're new here, my name is Tan. My channel is Artemis Oracle. I'm a tarot and oracle card reader. I gotta check something. Hold on a minute. Okay, I'm back. All right. Hi, Shrishti. How are you? Hi, Ita. Hi, Hugh. Hi, Raisa Sharma. Hi, Tarot Journey again. Hello again. I'm back. So I just want to check something because I hope everybody's doing well. Let me see something. Trying to see what's going on here. I'm gonna put subscriber mode only. So if someone, I'm going to do yes or no, but only for subscribers. Because I see a bunch of people have left questions. So I hope everybody's doing well. So I'm going to answer some yes or no questions. If you're new here, hi, my name is Tan. Artemis Oracle is my channel. I really appreciate you allowing me the opportunity to read for you. What I'm going to do is, with your questions, it has to be a yes or no question. It's the type of question that can only be answered with yes or no. Nothing that says, like, when is the next time I'm going to have sex? Nothing like that, that requires explanation. But sometimes, depending on the card, I do get a message, and then I will let you know what that message is. So what I do is I take the deck and I split it in half and reverse one half of the deck, so it could be yes and no. So the yeses are upright, the nos are reversals. So I'm going to do that right now. So half the deck is upright and half the deck is reversed. So I'm going to shuffle it up real good. And we'll see what comes out. Okay. So if this is really loud, I'm sorry. I'm going to get a cloth so that, okay. All right, so let me see who's the first question. I don't know if... I don't know, Melihat is still there. I'm doing well, thank you. I hope you are too. I was caught up in doing the energy check-in, which was work related. So if you're someone who's dealing with a situation where your boss has been promising you something, I think that's a reading for you. So let's see. The first person I have is Tarot Journey. Are you still there? No, I can't answer that because that's not a yes or no question. Okay, so Raisa Sharma, you're first. Will there be a reconciliation between Raisa and Raghav Sood? Okay. Hi, Hugh. How are you? I'm doing well, thank you, Srishti. Welcome back. Welcome back, Ita. I hope I'm saying your name right. Okay, so we're going to do Raisa's question first. Will there be a reconciliation between Raisa Sharma and Raghav Sood? Let me ground myself. Will there be a reconciliation between Raisa Sharma and... Oh! It's looking like it's a yes for you, Raisa, that there will be a reconciliation between you and Raghav Sood. But it looks like it's going to be taking a bit of time. You might be waiting a bit because the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight. So it's looking like a yes, but it's probably going to take a while. So if that's the case, I would suggest you keep moving on. And if that happens, let it happen on its own. Don't try to force it. That's the best way to do it anyway. You want it to be a grounded reconciliation, not a forced reconciliation where there's a lot of, emotions, tension, anxiety, all that stuff. You want to be nice, calm, cool, collected reconciliation. Okay, let's go to... Okay, so let's answer Ita's question. All right, is Ita's no contact person back with good intentions? It's looking like it's a yes. But it's interesting though, I would say with the Queen of Swords coming out for you, Ita, it's saying that you should still, be on guard. You see how she has her sword up. So, it seems like this person is coming at peace, but you may be guarded. Well, obviously, if you're asking that question, if they have good intentions, you are guarded. But I think that you should remain on guard and, just allow things to progress. See how things go. Does peace remain in this situation, or are they going to be a disruption of your peace? But it's looking like they have good intentions, It's funny, a cat is at the bottom. I don't know if you have a cat, if they have a cat. But the doves there is, indicates peace. So this person may have good intentions. So, but I feel like if you feel like you should keep your guard up, then keep your guard up just to protect yourself and your energy. I hope that helps you, Ita. Okay, let's see. Let me see. Thank you, Ita. Thank you for letting me know. It's funny, I used to call my grandmother Ita because growing up, I couldn't, well, all of us, we couldn't say abuelita because we're Puerto Rican. I'm Puerto Rican. So our grandparents, you're welcome, Ita. So our grandparents, we called abuelito, abuelita, abuela, abuelo in Spanish, right? So we couldn't say abuelita, abuelita. So my grandmother, I would call her Ita. We would call her Ita. If I become a grandmother, I want my grandchildren to call me Ita. Keep up the tradition. Okay, let's go to Srishti's question. Will Rudra contact Muskan after she unblocks him? You're welcome. Because in Spanish, I don't know where you're from, but in Spanish, the Y will be E and T-A-ta, Ita. That's why I thought it was Ita. Srishti. Will Rudra contact Muskan after Srishti unblocking? It's looking like a no. But they may be doing this out of ego. They may be wanting you to reach out to them because you got the Emperor card in reverse. And the Emperor in the upright is someone who is basically a good person. They have a lot of authority, they have a lot of control, but not where they're toxic. This is like toxic Emperor. This is someone that wants control of the situation, but not for the best reasons. And for me, this is more ego. I think that they're not going to reach out because of ego. It's their ego that's stopping them. Muskan, I hope that helps you. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, no other questions? I don't see anybody new coming on. Okay. Let me check the time because my Uber is going to be picking me up soon. And then I have to check out of the hotel. Okay. Yeah, I would say, you know, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Let him come back. If he wants to talk, let him come back. Let him come back. And if he needs to apologize for being a butthead, then let him come back. Let him come back. And if he has to apologize, let him come back and apologize. Because the Page of Cups there too. So yeah, let him do it. You're welcome, Srishti. Let's see what else. I have a little bit of time. Yes. Let him come back with his tail between his legs. I'm gonna drink my coffee. Okay. Does anybody else have a yes or no question? Yes is upright, no is reversal. I say I could do a really quick love check-in, energy check-in. What does the collective need to know at this time about God, love? Just guys. What message does the collective need to know at this time regarding love? What does the collective need to know at this time regarding love? What does the collective need to know at this time regarding love? Finality, farewells, leave behind closure. Okay. I saw the hoping card, or hope. I feel like some of you may be losing hope. Some of you may be needing to move away from the situation. Okay, so we have time, finality, time. So farewells, leave behind closure. Time, waiting, cycles, moments. Maybe time to end something. Intimacy, bonding, sensual, confiding. And possibilities, free-spirited, adventure, risks. At the bottom, we have pride. Look at the pride card came out. Arrogance, ego, stubborn. So the intimacy card is indicating like a really close relationship where there may have been intimate moments, and intimate moments don't necessarily have to be sexual. They could be just you shared private things. You were shared, like you were each other's confidant in some way. So some of you, there may be an end. Something could be ending. There could be a cycle that's ending too. If it is a friend situation where the relationship may be taking a different turn, but it could also be time for something to end. Somebody's pride could definitely be getting in the way. But it's looking like some of you may be wanting to take a chance with something or someone. And that could bring some sort of ending to a cycle in a relationship. You know how some people could be friends and then they become lovers. So the friendship kind of ends, the title of friendship ends, and then lovers is the new title, the new phase, the new cycle in your dynamic. Hi, Marcia, how are you? Welcome back. Okay, let's see. I'm going into tarot. I'm doing good, thank you. I have a little bit of a cold. I'm calling it allergies. I have allergies. I hope you're doing well too. Okay, let's see what comes out. Oh, the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is something that it's like your inner knowing that it's time to end something. Now, it doesn't have to be like you're transitioning into a new phase in a relationship. It could just simply be you're ending something. Something's ending. Eight of Pentacles. With the Eight of Pentacles coming out, that's interesting. You know, see, we got the possibilities card and then the Fool came out in the bottom of the deck. I'm taking that. Yeah, I feel like some of you are going to be taking a risk. You may be moving away from a situation where there was intimacy. Or you may be focused on other things, other pursuits. Maybe focusing on work, money, because whatever the situation was that's ending has reached its peak, you know? Maybe some of you took a risk and got intimate with somebody. And that may be what's causing the end too. Because sometimes when you get intimate with somebody, that kind of changes the whole dynamic of the relationship too. I'm looking at the Pride card, and the tiger looks like, I don't know if some of you got intimate with somebody new. And it's raining over here. Well, I'm not in New York. I'm not in New York. Where I am, it's raining right now. Arrogance, ego, stubborn. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know if some of you may have been intimate with somebody and it was the first time, and then it wasn't the greatest. You took a risk and it didn't pan out. So now you're like, okay, this didn't feel good. You know, it's time for me to release, to move on, focus on things, focus on something else. Have a beginning, close out a cycle, because we do have this, the finality with the Fool card, you know? So this is like, let's just say this is like the World card. And then now you're starting a new cycle with the Fool card. And then it aligns with the possibilities. With the Fool, the possibilities are limitless, you know. You're looking at your options, considering what your options are moving forward. Yeah, because I see the Page of Wands in reverse. So I don't know if some of you were dealing with somebody who was kind of like inconsistent, kind of like a little player, maybe immature, selfish, childish in a way. Okay, let's see what else comes out. Oh my Lord, Jesus. We have the Four Cups. Yeah, you're wanting something new. You're waiting for a new offer, something that, because whatever happened, it was not satisfying in some way. And you're like, yeah, I want to see what's out there for me, because whatever that was, it wasn't working out. You know, it's reached its peak and now it's time to move on. Yeah, and it's like a decision is clear. You are not trapped in your head about it. You've done enough thinking or overthinking about it, and now you're ready to free yourself from this cycle. Like, yeah, you think about it. Look at her; she's free. You see how she's liberated the High Priestess? It's like you're following your intuition. Maybe somebody wanted to get intimate with you, and you were like, no, that's not what I want. I'm not interested in that. It could be that too. Somebody wanted something, you were like, yeah, you're not putting in enough work. You're not putting in enough effort. So I'm going to wait for a better offer. So some of you you're waiting for a better offer from a King of Wands. You don't want no Page of Wands in reverse. That was at the bottom of the deck earlier. You want a King of Wands. Someone confident, powerful, a leader, not a follower. Because a King of Wands in reverse will be egotistical, but in the upright, not. Very caring, generous, loving, warm, charming. You want that. You don't want somebody playing games. Ooh, and you want somebody, definitely. Someone who has compassion, is emotionally available and mature. Yeah. Some of you were dealing with somebody who was immature and they only wanted to have fun. They didn't really want to have anything serious. Whatever time you've already spent with them, you realize, yeah, I'm better off waiting for something that aligns with what I want. You know, you want a better offer for someone that is emotionally available, who is mature, caring. It's like you already know. Yeah, because the other situation wouldn't have led to this, the Four of Wands. Security, celebration, commitment, marriage, success. Whatever that was that you're moving away from, that you're ending, that has already reached its peak, has reached its purpose, wouldn't have brought this to you. Yeah, it's like you didn't see growth because I split the deck, Seven of Wands, Pentacles. You don't see no growth. You don't see no results. You see nothing. And then the Page of Wands came out again when I split the deck again. And at the bottom is, yeah. Whatever you're leaving behind, if you're considering, if it's something that you've already thought about, that you're considering and you just need confirmation based on what I've said and seen in the cards, if you're already on this mind frame that you want to walk away from the situation, it's the right decision for you. You already know. This is just your confirmation. But ultimately, it's your life, your decision. But this is just for those who need a confirmation. If they should walk away from someone who may be very prideful and maybe only thinking about what they want and not thinking about your needs, your desires, your pleasure. You know, it's depending on the situation. Because some people can be selfish lovers too. You know, when we're having intimate moments with somebody, we want to be able to enjoy it. It shouldn't be one person is having fun and enjoying it, and then you're just like, they're like, what the fuck just happened? This is you with the sheets, like, what the fuck? What did I do? You know, it's not worth it. Your happiness, that is most important. And like I keep saying, we are in charge of our own happiness. We're in charge of keeping up our own boundaries, protecting ourselves, protecting our interests, protecting our peace, you know? So, yeah, so I'm going to be ending the reading now because I have to use the bathroom. It just hit me. And, yeah, I'm going to be, so I'm not going to be live again until maybe tomorrow, depending on how I feel. Because my flight is getting back to New York pretty late. So I have to start preparing for that. So I appreciate you all for joining me today for today's live and allowing me to read for you. Like I said, it's an honor, you know. It's a privilege, actually. Because to read for other people and for them to listen to what I have to say, what I see for them in the cards, and then for them to think about it, even consider my opinion or anything, then it's, yeah, it's a pleasure. And I appreciate you all so much. Yeah, it's a bathroom emergency right now. So I have to let you go. I wish everybody a wonderful day ahead or evening ahead. And I'm sending you lots of love and light. Take care, everyone. Bye.